Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda 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 Gauranga 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Krishna Chaitanya Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, oh my Lord God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. I can totally relate when Radharani feels her mind is being pulled in 5 different directions now. It's like I want to go this way. I want to chant. I want to talk about this. I want to meditate on this. I want to glorify this truth. I want to share this. I want to. It's like ah. So I'll just start somewhere. Here's this is in my face here. Always think of me. Always think of me. Yeah, no wonder. Isn't that a wonder? It's not. Yeah, Krishna says, "Come on, always think of me." Is that false ego? No, it's the truth. He knows. He knows himself. But devotees know better actually, because when they think of him, they go because of that love that awakens. Oh, man, they really. Yeah, this is why we think of you, Krishna. I don't even know what Lalita gets out of thinking of her guru. I think, what is she thinking, man? What did she get from this? I want to come and be a disciple someday. In this life, I didn't get a living guru. There's one lady, this Carolina, I'll mention her name, maybe I'll help her a little bit. Poor Carolina, man. She says, I don't need a guru, man. Because I made a comment, she commented back, it's nice, I don't need a guru, man. I left ISKCON and I found real sadhu sangha. It didn't say who it was or what it was. And I don't need anybody anymore. I'm just alone. See, a lot of people, they fall off or they get to that point and they don't realize it's no. And if you're a real Raganuga Bhakta, and you really got, this is the most rare thing in this sangha that you're ever going to find in this world, in this universe. And you think, I don't need you guys. That's my body. You're caught up in that thing. You do. Everybody needs. Why wouldn't you? I'm the guru here, right? I need this. I'm blessed to have a family here. What? I'm going to throw Krishna's prasad away? That's like throwing his prasad away. This is prasad, isn't it? Are you kidding? I'm amazed. People. So many people in ISKCON, especially the ones connected with Prabhupada, they have this problem. They think it's all about alone, where they go back to the Vaidis who want to be alone also. Like someone leaving, I'm going back to Prabhupada. They say, I'm going back to be alone. Can you imagine when the Lord provides, ecstatic devotees who chanting holy name like you see here? Are you kidding? And you don't want this association? There's some screw loose you got there. You need this. You need this kind of, you think you're going to go to Vrindavan. Oh, this is the Carolinas and people like this. I don't need any association with ecstatic devotees here. Oh, especially not a guru, especially not a group leader. You're going to go to Vrindavan. Hey, Krishna, I don't want to go and serve under any group leaders here. I just want to be you and me. And they'll say, get the hell out of Vrindavan, man. What are you doing here? You're not understanding. Everybody's got a group leader here. This person I've appointed as a group leader. That's what you got to be looking for. You may not see Lord Caitanya here, but can you see who he's appointed as a group leader? And if you think, oh, I don't want to, well, you're not moving any further. You're alone, and you'll stay alone. Well, maybe you'll get this Brahmin thing. Oh, it's so nice to be alone with you, Krishna. You got no friends, especially when he's providing them. It's like, he's providing you friends so that you can get purified and understand these subtle things. And you don't say, well, I'm not. I'm just going to wait till I go to Vrindavan, then I'm going to do it. Oh, yeah, really? What you are now is what you're going to be in your next life. See, so the Lord has provided ecstatic devotees here. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you tell that this is what the scriptures are all talking about? Come on, man. Wake up, sleeping souls. Gee, jago. My God. So this is what I've seen, this kind of stuff, man, people not understanding. See, you need to get clear. So even Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So what I just said was just the purport of Vishwanath Chakravarti's Rag Bhartma Chandrika. If you are Ragunu, say you do have some kind of bhakti in this world, then those persons take shelter of a Raganuga Guru. See? And because people have done that here, we have a society of very advanced devotees. They're very rare. This is not an ISKCON thing. This is not a Gaudiya Smriti, Gaudiya Mat. This is called the real deal. These are the ones who've abandoned religion and have taken shelter of the real Krishna, the transcendental Krishna, the one who is ecstatic, full of bliss. Satchidananda Krishna, that one. That one we glorify, not a Modagudi two shoes or a Brahman, oneness kind of one. I'm alone with Krishna. I don't need anybody type thing. No, that's for these others who leave here or can't get that. They're not smart enough. They got to go. They can't progress. Okay. See, all ignorance has got to be destroyed. You really want Vrindavan? Well, that's what it's about here. The Lord gives us, He provides everything that's needed, doesn't He? He provides us just the right knowledge. I mean, I'm here learning myself. Why wouldn't anybody else want to learn when the Guru comes to class to learn? That shows you some screw is loose. Lord Chaitanya was like that. All of them, all devotees are like this. This is the way it works. Nobody understands. You want to understand, you got to go and listen to a person who is part of that family. Even Lord Brahma, Krishna came out of him, out of his mouth, his nostrils. He came as Lord Varahas. He came out of him. That's what it's about. And then he got to see. That's what I come here every day. I get to see. What do you think a flute is, man? A flute is a flute, man, for real. We can explain what it's like to be a flute. No one else can. Unless you're like Lord Brahma and understand, oh yeah, Krishna came out of my nostrils. Oh yeah, Ramananda Roy. Yeah, you're over there listening, but you're speaking through. Yeah, you also, you're doing that. Yeah. Ramananda Roy was being elevated by the Lord just sitting there, speaking through. And the Lord was partaking. It's a family thing. Yeah. So anyway, that's a little tidbit, some things. What I get from spying on, it's my spyglassing, spying on the world here. It's things I see interacting with the different Vaishnavas, trying to figure it out. You want to figure out Krishna consciousness quick, come here. Otherwise, it's going to be a long trip. Yeah, this is special, man. Special what's going on here. Yeah. So what is this? Yeah. Yeah. See, always think of me. Become my devotee. Become my devotee. See, you got to find a real devotee, man. Real devotee is thinking of Krishna. And yeah, man, I don't need anybody to tell me why to think about you, because you're just so juicy, man. You're full of bliss. I'm full of bliss because you're full of bliss. And we're having this relationship, This is called self-realization, man. Yeah, I'm full of bliss because you're full of bliss, Krishna. Let's commune, man. Oh, this is so much better than getting some communion with some man and woman in this world and get kicked in the face and have all these problems because they're falling and you're falling and you both sink in the ocean. Two sinkers. Why get together with two sinkers, right? Yeah, when I can get together with this blissful ball of bliss, man. See, literally have a ball with the bliss. Yeah. What are you going to get here? You're going to learn how to commune with that Lord, man. Yeah. You're going to know why always think of thee. He knows, yeah, he will. He only knows because he sees his devotee. They're thinking of him and they think, boy, they're having a great time. Go out and witness. I can't even do that because you have more bliss than me. Yeah, I'm the sugar and you're tasting the sugar. I think that's a better deal. Always think of me. Yeah, yeah. I see. I see why, Lord. I got it. I get it. You know. Yeah, and people, if you're not like that, and most aren't, believe me, the false ego. Oh yeah, I'm just like that. Yeah, bullshit. If you really were, you'd be here in a second because then you'd have all the right realizations, like the devotees like Lily to have. Look at all the ecstasy she's got. Reading Govinda Lilamrita, she still comes here. Why? Must be a reason. Huh? Why? What attracts this lady here? Who reads Govinda Lilamrita in ecstasy? Okay? If you can't do that, you better learn from people like that. They're real Vrindavan Kali. Yeah, it's like that. Two sickies don't make a well. Exactly, exactly. Yeah. Sinkers. I like that one. Sinkers. Two sinkers. That's us in the world, taking shelter of something worldly. We're two sinkers. Whether it's persons like gold or something, gold is heavy, right? You grab onto that as for security, what happens?
You're gone again, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama.
Okay, are we back? I think we're back. Hello, are we back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are back. You
Okay,
hear us.
go off and come back on because you're frozen here.
Okay.
So I'm on the cell phone thing. Okay. All right. So always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage to me. See, offer your homage to me. Always think of me, become my devotee. So the devotee wrote this. See, a devotee writes this. Vedavyas wrote this because he had these realizations. Yeah, man, so he writes a story. A lot of devotees did that. Brihad Bhagavatamrita is a story, but it's a story of the realizations of the devotee who are the ones who share Krishna and what it is. Yeah, Vedavyas is thinking, yeah, I'm thinking of Krishna because it's so fantastic, man. He's so full of bliss. And and people aren't because they're not thinking of Krishna. They don't know who Krishna is. They don't know how to do this. They don't know the process. See, so the devotees, they teach the process. That's why Krishna says the devotees are even more worshipable than I am. Devotees are more worshipable than I am because they teach you the process of worshiping Krishna. They're the only ones who actually know Krishna. Krishna, how he's God, and how, like for Krishna has blessed me to see his unlimited feature, where he's everything, and then he shows me this feature. Okay? That's book Bhagavad describes Krishna like this. So the Lord is giving me the great what do you call blessing to see that personally, to see how he's everything and everywhere, and also his personal feature. To describe the full range of God. Oh my God, I feel so fortunate. To understand and ascertain these things, and that's here in the Son. I haven't seen a living being able to do that, who's been given that gift. Not one living being. Not in Narayan Raj could not even in his dreams do what's doing here. To be honest with you, I mean, I checked it out, man. The Lord put me out like a spy, like Lord Ram was spying on his kingdom. I spied over all of the things going on in Vaishnavism. I got to see firsthand what's going on, and nothing compares to this beautiful thing happening here. This wondrous thing happening. Yeah, it's just like when Jesus said he knew the same thing. What he was saying and talking about was so wondrous and splendorous. He even commented on it, or at least his disciples commented on it. Said, "Hey, man, even the sages of the past would be dying to hear what you're hearing, but couldn't hear because it wasn't revealed." What do you think? This stuff hasn't been revealed before. This is all beautiful, coming fresh, ever fresh, right? Like hot bread coming out of the oven. And we even take the old bread, which is never old, is never stale, it's always, and then we come in and we heat it up back in the oven again. This is called Harikatha. Duka, welcome, my friend. Sorry we couldn't get that thing together. Yeah, so let's see what else here. Okay, surrender to me, I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Yeah, see, the proof is in the pudding, man. If you're chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, okay, if you don't have much ecstasy or you're just doing it as a sadhana, okay, deliver, okay, you're coming, but you don't really feel it. You got to start to feel it, man. Are you delivered from sinful reactions? Well, what happens when you're delivered? There's a process. We teach the process, because when you're delivered from sinful reactions, you go into this bliss of God. There's no obstruction now. You can just commune. Not with a bunch of blocks, boop, 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 stopping you from doing that. And then you're like, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You see, I've seen so many like that in Vrindavan, chanting all day long with their hand in the bead bag because the guru said to do it. But where's the look, man? To me, it's all putting a rock in front of them. Oh, Lord, you see me? I'm worthy. I got my hand in a friggin' bead bag. So I said this worthy and unworthy is just bullshit, man. It's mental speculation. I'm not worthy to be in this person's place. Come on, we're all fallen, man. With the mercy of Lord Caitanya is here. That's all we got. That's what the devotees of Jesus said. Same thing. That's why I accept Jesus, because everything that happens in a real devotee's life, it was practically preached there. And Lord Caitanya too practically preached. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. If you see a devotee chanting Hare Krishna in ecstasy, there you go. This person's been delivered from all sinful reactions. Lalita Ganga chanting, river chanting like that, you're delivered from all sinful reactions. And the other part is just, it's going, man. And you see, the more it goes, the more steady you get in this. The more steady bliss, steady ecstasy. Yeah. The Lord ain't waiting for you to become perfect. He's meeting you as you are. He said, I'm going to give myself to this person. They found the real process. They accepted the association of somebody I've really genuinely empowered in this world. Therefore, I'm just going to give myself to them and help them out. They found a true vine, and now I'm going to start the gardening in there. That's what happens when you find a bona fide spiritual master. It's not just Jesus, man. He's the true vine. The true vine is here also, and you guys are the witnesses. The gardener is working in you, right? It's not just a scripture in the book that you don't understand. It's in you, man. The gardener's in you because you're with the true vine. Proof is in the pudding that it's not just Jesus. It's the bona fide spiritual master. It's the more conclusive understanding of that. I'm the true vine, you know? So he was saying that. Why? Because he was the true friggin' vine, man. Or his disciples said that. Who knows? Who knows if Krishna said, I'm, the surrender to me and all that? Who knows? Maybe it was the disciples saying that because they surrendered to Krishna and said, so fantastic. Let us tell you, as he's a person, man, I surrendered to this Krishna. I surrendered to this Jesus. And he's the true vine, man, because the gardener is working in me, cleaning up, cleaning the house, cleaning this temple. Whatever it is, it's true. Krishna sometimes primes the pump, that's because people don't know. They need to be told. I shall declare it to you. Jesus, I shall declare it to you. I shall declare it to you. Or we shall, actually, is more conclusive. We, the flautist and the flute, or the axe and the handle. See, it takes two to tango. Relationship, see, partnership. You hear people in ministry, they say, you want to partner with us? They need a lot of people to partner with them. I only need one. I just need the partner, Krishna, the Lord, Radha and Krishna. They're our partner. And from that partnership, see, all the whole company is built. And all of a sudden, we're all in partnership together because we're all connected that way. I'm not like sucking off you. I'm sucking off Krishna and get you to suck off the real lollipop, man. He's the sweet guy, right? He's the sweets. That's my happiness to get the people, to get the access to the sweets. Sweet balls, 2 of them. Freshly baked donuts every day. Yeah, without the bellyache. Isn't that nice? I look at these people eating donuts and I get a little jealous. I know if I eat those donuts, I know I've had so much experience eating friggin' donuts. They look really good, icing on it, man. I just like, yeah, but I know, I still don't eat them. You go in these convenient, I can't believe all this shit they do, this Maya, man. And all these people, they go in there grabbing this and grabbing that. And I look at that sweets there and I said, thank God, they don't know they're being fooled, cheated. They think, no, Krishna's the sweet you're looking for, man. That's his shadow. You're really looking for the real sweet ball. That's him, man. Sweet ball. See, you get the real sweet, you have a ball. You have a ball. It's like going to a ball. There's a dance there, People are tangoing. It's a partnership. See, not just one person. There are two, people on the dance floor there, man. See, you get the real sweet Krishna. You have a ball. You have a relationship. You have a dance. Then partners come. You see, we got a lot of partners, and we're all dancing with Krishna. You notice that? And who wouldn't want to be here? Come on, Carolina, wake up! Got to get personal with these people, get their attention over here. Even if we piss them off a little bit. Hear that, Meena? Hear that, Mahavirya? How about you, Premanidi? Oh, I mean, Manorama, disciple of that. People don't know how stupid they are. Disciple of a child molester. Literally, I mean, truly. He was a child molester. And it was known in Radhakunda. Nobody would say anything. That's how much bullshit going on in this world. Can you imagine a known child molester? And just let them keep taking disciples and keep doing that shit. That's the Kali Yuga shit. I was so poisoned by that experience. It was horrible. And she thought it was nectar. It took me, I had to go back to Jesus for a while to get that off of me. I couldn't connect with Prabhupada, anybody. I tell you, there's a lot of, but that's all. I take responsibility. I mean, well, it's just the Lord, wants to show me, hey, man, if you stick with the real path, because there's a lot of bewilderments hiding Vrindavan. In the Garden of Eden, it said to protect the tree of life are flaming swords. It cuts you down if you don't go. There's one way to get in. See, and you got to go through the door, the gates, and then you get in. Oh, you're so cute. They look so good, but I know better. Sweet dreams, yeah. Boy, do they have. Yeah. This is Maya. She's very happy. She's cutting down she's a murderer. Jesus said that. He looked at the Pharisees and he said, you guys, your father is the devil. Your father is Maya. Still, see, because they were not empowered. They were speculating. Hypocrisy, all that stuff was still in them. He said, your father ain't God. You say, see, that's the hypocrisy. That's the hypocrisy in ISKCON and all that. If you say, yes, I represent Vrindavan. I'm Gurudev. You come through this door, I'll get you to Vrindavan. That's hypocrisy. If you can't do that, if you don't really represent, if you can't, it all comes down to, if you can't chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then you are not free of sin. See? Because free of sin means you connect with the sugar of Krishna, and he just cleanses you. Otherwise, you can't chant this name in ecstasy. That's why you can't. You can fool neophytes who don't know. You can put your little checklists up there and let everybody believe that a checklist guru who you just check off the list and everything but ecstatic devotion is on there. Chanting Hare Krishna in ecstasy is not on there. Everything, that's called an illusionist. Hey, man, I'm here to bust the illusions, man. That's an illusion. No. On the checklist must be what's in the book, man. You got to be a devotee Bhagavat representing the book. You got to chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy, like the book says. It's only through the devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion is Vrindavan Krishna attained. That simple. Are you that? No, none of them. Not even one. Can anybody transmit that to others? Not even one. Not even Narayan Maharaj, who I was there a year and a half looking. Where's a recipient of his alleged mercy that he's holding back? Not even one. Not Sham. Go look at Shamarani. Tell me if she looks juicy to you after being here. She's been with him for 20 decades, saying he's the successor of Prabhupada. I say that's a lie. It's not true. And if it was true, she would be a recipient of that, right? She would be ecstatic like this. I think that this is why Prabhupada came to Gaur Haridas in 1996. See? Because what's happened, this is successor. See, this is success. Successor means success, right? Success in what? In Krishna consciousness. See, you guys are conscious of Krishna. Why? Because ecstatic devotion is awakened in you guys. See? Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion are certainly the spiritual master. Is that true? That's what Lord Caitanya said. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Who is your father? Are you the father of your son, or is your son your father? And the father said, my son is my father, spiritual father. Your mercy was upon him first. See, we all got ecstatic love for Krishna through my son, therefore he's our spiritual father. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. See? So any of you in ISKCON or Gaudiya Samiti awaken devotion to Krishna, anybody, let us see. Because I haven't seen not even one. And what is the standard? People say, oh, well, there's so many. Yeah, the standard is here. You already see devotion to Krishna. When you see Lalita or Johan chant ecstatic devotional symptoms, tears, laughter, jubilation, all these things you read in the book map. The map is confirmed. So it's time for all the baloney to go away, man. Poof. See? That's why Prabhupada came. He said, I wrote all these books for you. Now you preach this stuff. You preach what's in my books and liberate people. Anybody listen to you will get darshan. Krishna came. Second disciple said, yeah, man, because of your guru, you're seeing me. Because you have faith in your guru. That's it. After a week, can you imagine a week? It's like Lalita. After a week of a few videos, she got so much. 5 videos. See, it's all by the book, isn't it? I just put out what's going in. I show you what's in the book. I show you what's going on in reality, real time. This is a reality show. See, the script is the book, right? Yeah, and this is the stage, acted out. The book is acted out. That's called revival. See? That's the second coming. See, there was the first coming with Lord Chaitanya and the second coming. See, is the same thing happens. See, these are the pastimes. See, the spirit is here, so it enacts on the stage of the world the same kind of thing. Ecstatic love being given, real knowledge, real understanding. You see how important the understanding is? You see how important the real knowledge is? You see how important the ecstasy is? That's all you need. Real knowledge, that's such an ananda in this world. That'll transform the whole universe. Even the demigods want to hear that kind of stuff. That's why on planet Earth it's all happening. Very curious. The consciousness conspiracy. Oh, that's interesting. It's coming from some paired video. Very curious. I'd love to pick your brain. All right, well, come. That's what we do here. Pick brains. Living Shastras. This is all about, man. Living Shastras. Living. Alive. What do you think? They came to Jesus, the follower came. He knew immediately. People like that, they come like Lalita. She knew after a short time, very quickly. See? This guy comes and says, I want to follow you, Jesus. Why? He said, why? Why do you want to follow me? Because I want the living Shastras. I want the Bible to live in me like it lives in you. That's Guru, man. You notice that? That's what works here. Here, it's not like, well, I'm going to worship Guru Dev over there, and I'm going to be the unworthy one. He's the worthy one, and I'm always the unworthy one. You come here, you see, oh, whoa, look at this. There's so many worthy ones being manifested from an unworthy one. And they're all saying they're unworthy, but they got the grace because they're unworthy, but they were in the right place, man. The right place in the right time in the right circumstances is here. See? And then worthy and unworthy, who cares about that? Worthy and unworthy, it's all an illusion, man. You want to be one of the blind leading the blind? Well, you be the unworthy one, and somebody will just gladly play the part of being the worthy one. Right? Isn't that what it is? That's what's going on in ISKCON, Gaudiya Me, Gaudiya Mat. There's the worthy one, and you're the unworthy ones. You're both speculating. See, you're all both playing doctor, and you're just children. That's how I see it. Come to the Sangha of all the unworthy ones here. And that's why we get that, because Lord Chaitanya came for the unworthy ones. If you will admit you're not worthy, and you want to pass out of that Sangha of the worthy and the unworthy, it's all mental speculation. You're all on the same platform. You're all fallen souls until you get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender to me. I love that. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Isn't that amazing? See, that's the effective stage. You chant Hare Krishna. I love it, man. The Lord delivers me from all sinful reactions, man. Yesterday, I was all stressed out working on this crypto stuff, I'm doing this and this and this. I was motive passion a little bit, and I feel it. I know it, it's, I'm in this, but I'm, got to do it, work through it, experience things, I'm a little child, and then I come here and I start chanting, and boy, man, he just delivered me like that. You want to be like that, or you want to be the worthy one, to play the role of a worthy one, but you're really not. You're not like this. I'd rather just be a child and make a few mistakes and go and, like little children that play around like this and this and this. And then I come back to my mother and father and they just clean me up. I like that. River knows what I'm talking about. She's kind of like that too. She goes and gets a little dirty and she comes back to her mother and father and they clean her up. This preaching is one thing normalizes me from being a fanatic. It is transcendental shower that cleanses away so many misconceptions. Exactly. That's why, Tuka, you're part of the unworthy ones. See? I had to clean you up from this. I'm not a worthy devotee thing. There's a lot of people like that here. So if you just come here, we'll clean you up, man. Just become part of the. That's what the Christians, and they were out there, and Jesus was working through them because they had faith, and the Holy Spirit was with them. They were recipients of that mercy, and the people, they were doing healings and things, fantastic things, like we're doing, waking up people. And then they say, "Oh, you're the worthy ones," and all that. And no, they rip their clothes. No, we're just like, we just got the mercy of Jesus. We just, you just got to come in this line. Let us lay our hands on you, and get the Holy Spirit. Yeah, go ahead there, Lolita.
I have questions about those healers. If they heal people, why don't they give them the Spirit? They must have it.
Yeah. Well, that's see. A lot of people don't know what the real healing is. See, the real healing is getting the Spirit. See, getting your spiritual eyes. See, everything is the people look at the externals. They think open your eyes is to see, and the stories are written in such a way they're esoteric, and only the real deep devotees, if you're ever lucky to find one, understands this. Nobody's explained the things that are being explained here. They don't see like this. They don't see that the real sight is the spiritual eye opening, so where you can recognize spirit. See, and the ear, you hear spiritual vibration, and you take that in like food. You eat through your ears, and you eat through your eyes. You look at the scriptures and you realize them. Literally eating food. It's all about spirit. See, they don't know that. So a lot of this phenomenal stuff, and sometimes that works. People get this because they have faith and they're looking for that, and Krishna reciprocates. I did that too. I went out and healed broken bones, broken friggin' bones, man. Teeth pain, all kinds of stuff. Backs, we were out. And then on video, you go watch the video. Guys, whoa, man, I can't believe this. What do you got there? All that. You didn't change it all. They're just the same as they were. That's why I don't do that stuff. You want to heal and go to one of those guys. So I did this and I noticed they didn't change, but people change here because their real eye opens. See, you come here, you want Krishna. See, otherwise, a lot of these people, remember River and Karuna, there's a guy came over, Karuna brought this guy over. He was a black preacher, and he was really all this. And I asked him, what do you want from Jesus? And he said, I don't know if you remember this, but he said, I want to be a big healer. See, that's motive, material and motive. He wanted the motive because he wanted to worship Jesus so he could become a healer like Jesus. He wanted mystic power. And there's a lot of people like that. They want this. They want to be one with Christ. They wanted to, these are all actually contaminations. So anyway, I'm here. I like just everything comes from this relationship. It's very pure, very purifying. It's just so happy to be with Krishna. That's all I want. So happy to communicate. Lalita knows. That's why she gets so much. And that's you get a sangha like this, and you're confronted with all these contaminations. And sometimes devotees, they go and run with that. They go out. That's why they go out. It's like here's the inner circle, and so the guru is like a representative of Lakshman. See, Lakshman, Nityananda, Balaram represent the original gurus. See? Stay in this circle. See? I say the same thing as Lakshman said. Stay in this circle. You're the Sita. Inside you is that bhakti. It'll grow in this circle. Don't listen to those things that are calling you out. Ooh. So you get a chance. Some people know, they go and they listen. See? And who had to bring Sita back? Hanuman. See, always a devotee. So in some lifetime, a devotee will bring you back, whether it's this lifetime or another lifetime. There's nobody has preached these things. Nobody knows this is very special, what you're all hearing, what I'm hearing. This stuff just comes spontaneously. It's like, that Krishna came out of the nostril of Brahma, see? It's just like that kind of stuff, man. This is very rare. You can check all the scriptures and everything. You never hear these things explained. Never. Because this is the way Krishna works. He's always doing a new thing. He's always, because he, inside him is everything. See? So he's doing this. That's why I come here every day. I come here to learn, to understand, to relish. That's enough for me. I don't need to be a big healer or do this or have a big position. But all this stuff seems to come because you guys have been here. You see, you give honor. There's nothing wrong. It's right. Because you get great happiness in praising the truth. See, and this actually helps people. Otherwise they don't know. See? It does. It gives me happiness that you guys are understanding. That's like, oh yeah, they're appreciating that Krishna's actually working here, just like I do. See, that of myself, I can't be doing it. I just the flute, and then there's the flautist behind the scenes. And how do you know it's the real flautist and not some bullshit representative by his Mahamaya? Well, you see in the realizations, you see in the ecstasy. That's what keeps it clean, right? Krishna allows a depraved state to surrender, and purification process begins by surrendering. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just, purification. We're all learning like little children, everybody. Yeah. And you look in the big expansion. If you just make it this far and then you fall off sometime, don't worry. Hanuman will come in this life or another life. If it's this life, you got to come back here. If you don't, you've not proved to Krishna and yourself, basically, or to the devotee. I mean, I just see, while this is back here, you don't come back here. If the devotee's gone, the Lord sends somebody else and have you recognized. I'm going to an appointment now. Okay, great. So you're going to an appointment. Yes. So anyway, let's see. This confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere, devoted, or engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. This confidential knowledge may never be explained. And that's a devotee's realization. Try to explain this to a person who doesn't believe in you, doesn't believe in your word. You see, it doesn't go in. It's like, literally, you feel resistance, pushback. I went out for lunch. I was out for lunch yesterday, and there was a guy, that my neighbor had met, and I saw him there at the lunch. And so we were talking, and I could see, it's like, what do I talk about with him? Because if I say anything and just share my truth, he thinks I'm trying to convert him or something. just by sharing. So what can I do? I can't even it's like I can't. It's like he thinks, oh, he's just trying to convert. What? I just share my what I'm into. What do you do? He asked me what I'm doing. I start sharing it. I could see his face going. He's trying to convert. Convert. I just sharing what I'm doing. False ego. No, no. But if somebody shares mundane stuff, no problem. Oh, this is really great stuff. Yeah.
From the moment people hear the word God, you need to avoid to say the word God because then they run.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, they have bad taste because people misrepresent God. They don't know who God is. Satchidananda Lord, that's the true Lord. See, that's like Jarasandha in 10th canto. He was like these Vaidhi Bhaktas. They're the same thing. See, I look at symptoms. What are the symptoms of the people what are the symptoms of people in the book described and in now time? So in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smriti are actually representing to me the book. So in the book, you got Jarasandha. Jarasandha was like them, follow strictly the rules and regulations, and ceremonies, stuff like that. And they're honest, or at least honest in the mode of goodness, worshiping Vishnu, even though they may say they're worshiping Krishna and everything, they have the symptoms of worshiping Vishnu in the mode of goodness. He represents the mode of goodness, regulative, so that kind of symptoms. But Jarasandha could not recognize, see, Krishna came from Vrindavan to Mathura and Dwarka. And he says, who is this Krishna? He looks irreligious. He's not wearing shoes. He's not wearing neck beads. He's not wearing shoes. This is irreligious. What is he? He's killing Kamsa. See, Kamsa is like these gurus. See, you could say, I'm just doing what Krishna did. He's empowering me to kill not the physically, to kill the ignorance of these gurus, kill their hypocrisies, kill their lying to themselves and others. They can't help it because their Putana's got them like that. Who's going to free them? So as Krishna came, the same thing. Yet people think he killed Kamsa physically. Well, whether he did or not, he killed the ignorance of hypocrisy. See, and he gave the boons of his ecstatic self to the population there in Mathura. See, he came from Vrindavan and he came to Mathura, the abode of regulative devotional service. And the oppression of it was under Kamsa and these gurus. They're like kings. They have to be dethroned. See? So that's what's going on. See, we're dethroning the kings. I'm just following the pattern. That's all. It's a pattern. See, Krishna, I for years I've been worshiping in ecstasy. See, just like Krishna was worshiping in ecstasy in Vrindavan, his devotees worshiping in ecstasy in Vrindavan. Him and some of his devotees came to Mathura. We're going to the abode of you see, that's why I don't let it go. I don't let Narayan Raj go or Gaudiya Smriti, Gaudiya Math or ISKCON, because that's what we do. That's what Jesus did. He came back to the Jewish people. So it's always the same pattern and starts the kickoff there. But anybody can come, of course. So we start there. And so there, so anyway, they don't know this Krishna, but that's how they get to know it. See, you have to bring Vaidhi Bhaktas together with Raghunuga Bhaktas. And it's going to cause conflict, just naturally, because it's competing. They think they're right, and I know I'm right. They think they're right. I know I'm right. See? This to me is conclusive. The book, the map shows everything that's going on here. I know that's why it'll win, because this is stronger. The truth is stronger than illusions or misconceptions or speculations. They think they're right, and I know I'm right. And they think that's false. No. I want to know. If I don't know I'm right, then I'm like them. I'm speculating I'm right. No, you could see that this is right, because you can, didn't I just point it out in the book? You read that pastime, you'll see, my God, that's exactly what's going on here. Yeah, Gohari is an ecstatic devotee, like Krishna was ecstatic and the devotees were ecstatic, worshiping, powering up, getting stronger, growing up in Vrindavan. I was doing that. I didn't attack ISKCON or anything for a long time until I got the order. See? Then we came to dethrone these kings, because they're not really the real kings. They're not going to bring you into Vrindavan. But you can go here. You come here and you'll figure it out. Okay, I can't imagine someone would take the time to start a cult in Tamabaha shirt without the help of hard drugs. Yeah,
We
that's interesting. That's an interesting statement, actually. I
we
can't
asked
imagine.
what drugs you took a while ago. He asked what and how many times.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine someone would start. Okay, let's take this one. Take the time to start a cult in Tommy on the shirt without the help of hard drugs. Well, I got to have the help of hard drugs. The hard drug is Radha and Krishna. Without their help, there's no way. And it's kind of like a drug, because I get very intoxicated, man. And it's great, man. There's no karma. It's karma free. Karma busting. It busts your karma forever, man. You get into you get into where the drugs are, they basically are a shadow of this kind of drug. Krishna and Radha and Krishna, the greatest drug, man. They give you the power to start this bhakti cult. And it is a cult. You're right, man. It's called the bhakti cultivation. See, cult is meant cultivation. A cult in this world is the shadow of the truth. See, that's why even that guy showed me this video. He says, showing, basically saying, this is what you're doing. There's a guy imitating Jesus. Good. I'm glad you brought all this stuff up. And he was imitating Jesus. Okay, and he had to see. They all have to do this. They have to imitate. They have to draw. They cannot start something with just God, being empowered by the Lord. Start from scratch, like Prabhupada did, right? Like Gohari did. Start at scratch. Nothing. I was homeless, wandering around for years since that awakening, basically. I just didn't care about the world much. Everything just came. The Lord wanted me in business. Maybe I had some desire to work out, so I went into business for a while, and took me out, brought me back to serving problem. Anyway, these things happen. Um, so I forgot, what was my point, Lolita? I kind of.
The drug we use is the drug of Radha Krishna.
Yeah, the drug. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, um, yeah. So it's anyway a bhakti cultivation, and oh yeah. So the world has cults, and the guy imitating Jesus. There's a guy out there now. He even looks like. See, they always like that. They kind of look like, we got to make a look. There's so many in Vaishnavism that do the same thing. The Gadadhar Pran is the same thing. Got long hair, looking like Lord Chaitanya. Of course, they got to do this. They need a prop. We're looking like Prabhupada, the same, one guy in Hawaii, he's a guru, and he does the same look as Gorkha, because he's an austere guy. Yeah, he goes and does the same look as Gorkha Das Babaji. They're all doing the same bullshit, because they're not really empowered like this. See, so that's basically it. They just have to use some props, and they always got to use the name of somebody. Like they're an incarnation of Jesus. See, even we had some guys in here working on the backslide, doing the same thing. I'm an incarnation. You're an incarnation. You see, they try and slip that in. So, it's a test from my eye, basically. See, they can't start on their own. Prabhupada never said he was. Did Prabhupada ever say he was an incarnation? Who is he? Did Jesus ever say, I'm an incarnation of Moses? Did Prabhupada say, I'm an incarnation of this? Did I ever say I'm an incarnation of this? Don't need to. I don't need any props. I don't need to lie to people. I don't need to impress them by giving them the speculation that I was something great before. See, oh, Gohari or this person, he's so great because he's an incarnation of Jesus. See, so anyway, there's that going, and or some now they do it in Vaishnavism. Oh, he's this Manjari, this particular Manjari, with a name. They give them name and all. It's all this bullshit stuff. Yeah. They always do. Oh, I'll believe in them because he says or they say, he's this Manjari, this particular one. So cultivation. So anyway, so the cult in this world is the shadow of the truth. See, it's always a shadow represents side by side. So the same thing I told this guy. Well, I share. Side by side is the real spiritual master and the false one. The false one is always imitating. And they got to use props. They got to say, well, I'm Jesus. I'm an incarnation of Jesus. See, and then so they do it that way. But side by side, there's the real thing, and so the real thing is a real representative. So that's why you see there's false prophet and real prophet. Remember, there's real acharya and false acharya. It's just always you got to be able to recognize the false one hides. This is why we get people here. They had these gurus. Like we had a guru. Won't mention any names. Okay. And he said, well, you're like him, but you see, it's like this guy, the incarnation of Jesus. He's getting all these sexual favors from the disciples even. And that incarnation Jesus doing the same thing, So it's always, and then they mix it up. They start to think that this relationship with God is sexual. See, they mix it up because they're trying to climb in the kingdom of God some other way. They can't see this spiritual, truly spiritual. The Lord hasn't revealed that. So they mix it up. Tantrics and all that stuff. Tantras. It's always like that. Always got to mix it, There's a guy now, he's in the so-called in our parampara. This Radha, I'll just mention it, is Radha Kanti, this thing. He's another mixer. He's saying, Radha and Krishna have sex in Vrindavan. He's saying mixing and all this because he's a speculator. But and people believe, well, he's in the parampara. They put him in the parampara, right underneath all of everybody else. Oh, well, we just believe it, So there's the real guru and the false one. So if you're fortunate, the Lord will lead you maybe to both, so you can discern what is the difference between the real empowered devotee delivering you into the spiritual dimension and which is the false one, like the putana, keeping you back from it. You know how many babies putana killed? See, babies, you think it's babies, right? Because baby killer. See, physical babies. No, baby bhakti. See, that's a lot of when I see that, I say, oh, Putana's killing all these babies out there. A lot of people coming to Krishna, and Putana's right there. They're orphans, and they go to Putana who can't nurse them very well. She has poisons. Her nipples, her heart is laced with poison. See, the nipple's right by the heart, right? See, what comes out of there is milk or poisoned milk. Okay? So you find the real guru, you get real milk, man, that awakens bhakti and gives him real food. Krishna says, my real devotees are the root from which I grow. Otherwise, he doesn't grow. Proof is your real Sangha will be like this. That's why this is rare. In this Kali Yuga, with this kind of association, with these kinds of contaminations in ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and Gaudiya Smriti, and Radhakund Babaji's, this is a miracle. You want miracles? This is a miracle you see and hear. That this kind of real bhakti is growing. Even after the disappearance of Lord Chaitanya, they saw this contamination. They separated themselves, the real devotees. Oh, wow, when they saw that coming. As soon as the real devotees start going, man, Kali rushes in because who's going to protect them? It's the real living devotees because the books are there, maybe. And then these guys, they come in, the Maya comes in, starts changing them and hiding the path again. until a devotee, a living devotee, comes and awakens it again. You got to be like Jesus, not Jesus, like him. You got to be like Prabhupada, not Prabhupada, like him. The same empowerment. People got to look at you and say, he's like Jesus, he's like Prabhupada, just like I did. This person knows God with Jesus. He's like Jesus. I didn't say, Prabhupada when I got connected. This man knows God like Jesus. You got to find somebody like that to get this kind of situation, if you're lucky in some lifetime. Yeah, we had an Advaita here as well. Out of Freddie, this guy, Freddie, is kind of an interesting character. He's our Madhu Mangala, actually. He's like Madhu. He ain't Madhu. He's like him. He's like Madhu Mangal. But he doesn't like sweets. He's just into celery juice and healthy things. It's just a maybe it's something. Maybe these are the sweets Madhu Mangal likes. Sweet talks. All right, what else we got here? I shall deliver. God, this is so fantastic. Do not fear. Yeah, how can you fear when you got Krishna, man? You're communing with the Lord. What kind of fear does Krishna have? What kind of fear can you have when you're in communion with the Lord? Sometimes I get a little fearful if I get away and I start getting involved in this and that. And I feel like a little afraid, And I come back to mama and papa or friend and friend. And then all of a sudden there's no more fear. It's a secret. When you're kind of cut off from Krishna by something, you get involved in this. I get, and I start to feel like afraid, and I think I'm getting too far away, man. I better, get back to the Lord, man. See, this is what people need to know. They need to see how you want to get freedom. It's very easy. Come here. We'll teach you how to get rid of fear so easily. We'll just get you connected with Krishna. That's our job. We're midwives here, delivering babies. That baby is in you. We're going to deliver. It's going to come out. See, come into your awareness. You're going to have this relationship now. See, Krishna's going to come out. Radha's going to come out. You're going to have a relationship now. See, they're all in there. You're alone, man. We're going to bring them out. It's going to be born, man. And you're going to develop. It's just like having a person out there. What do you think deity worship is about? It's about what we do here. Bring Krishna out. Radha and Krishna come out. And then you start relating to them by chanting their names in Hari Katha and Sadhu. So you bring them out of you. Otherwise, they're inside, dormant. They got to come out of your nose and the mucus and the ecstasy and chanting. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, will come back to me. See, it explains the supreme secret to the devotee. I love this. But I got to be empowered to do it, man. Without this communion with God, I got no power, man. There's no air, no air coming through the flute, right? You need to connect. You need to commune. See, that's part of explaining the supreme secret to the devotees. See, by this, one engages in devotional service like this and is engaged. See, purified and purify simultaneously. That's teaching, being taught and teaching, relishing and spreading the relish. That's the way the Lord Caitanya taught. That's what's going on here. Same way. To those, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. That's what we teach people here. You won't need religion. You'll be able to abandon. You won't even think about it. Just there's no need. I don't need to follow the rules to be purified. My purification is just communing with the Lord. The Lord has made it so simple for me. And not that you don't follow. I mean, you got to follow rules, you know. I don't eat donuts because you get a bellyache. You eat donuts, you get a bellyache. You do too much of this, you get this reaction. You know, we still have bodies. But that ain't, even if you did all these things, but if you still have this communion with Krishna, you know, you're in a safe position. People are following all these rules and everything, but they don't have this communion. This is more important, really. And then the other stuff, you work it out. It's still just about the body there. Here you've attained the ultimate. Oh, Tuka. Okay, he's going to try and come on. All right. Hey, Tuka, speak a word to us. I want to hear it. Say something to us. Give
Hare
us
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my friend.
I'm out here sleeping rough, but it's
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Well, I moved out of my house and quit my job, and now I have more time just to watch the Sangha.
Oh, really? Does it work
Yeah,
out okay? Yeah.
it's nice. I got the woods, but I'm waiting on my tent, so I'm just in a little spot, kind of undercover from the moisture.
Okay, so where can we send you a little money?
You could send it Western Union to Gainesville, Florida.
Okay, Gainesville, Florida. Okay, all right. So tell Janaki. All right, I'll have her send you some money.
Wow, I didn't expect that, but thank you so much. I will
Oh,
accept
yeah,
a
yeah,
donation.
yeah, no problem. If anybody else wants to send him anything, because he's living in the woods, he wants to stay connected. And you happier out there than you were?
Much
That's me.
happier. Yes. I
Okay,
got the life back in me again. It's like really my
oh,
element. Yeah.
that's great. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. See, that's the main thing. How do you feel, man? You know, if you're
Yeah.
doing the right thing, it's how you feel. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get some money over to you. So you tell Janaki, stay connected. She might be watching now, probably is. So stay connected. And I'll have her send from my account. Uh, she can send you something.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No problem, man. I'm happy to, man. Happy to. Yeah. If this is gonna make you more happy being out there in the woods, man, no problem. I'd love to
Yeah. I'll
share
get a
some.
tent. I'll get a tent and some good phone service.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Anything else you want to share with us?
Uh, all I know is that this Sangha and you, it's like my way of plugging into the source and getting charged for on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. So great. I'm happy that that's working out. Okay, so let's see here. Let's read a little bit more. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees. See, and that's why the word has to go in. See, the devotee. You see, we got a sangha here. So that's why I say I'm guaranteed I get the mercy of these devotees. You guys are devotion. You like to hear about God. That is my saving grace. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you imagine having Lita and the Johans who are and others, you know, who are dedicated to Krishna and feel Krishna's grace. You know, I feel that, you know, this is my saving grace. And this should be the idea of everybody. If you're not, you're not purified. You know, you're not purified. You have some problem. Some screw is loose still. You need to hear from real devotees. You know, Krishna himself, look at Lord Chaitanya's example. He felt himself so happy and so purified being with real devotees. He would listen to Ramananda Roy. Oh, please. He says, I don't know the pastimes. I come and I listen to Ramananda Roy to learn about Krishna. See, perfect. You know, he's not too proud for that. Like here, I see so many proud people, too proud to come to this sangha. Oh, I don't need you guys. Oh, really? You're just full of reeking with pride. You ain't going to Vrindavan, man. You ain't understanding. You know, you need to be purified. You know, your clothings are soiled. You're not understanding the real idea. Simple persons get it. Like Tuka, see, he's open. He's sitting in a tent, not even in a tent. He's in the woods, and he likes this song. He's getting life from this song. He realized this is what's really important. See, now that's intelligence. See, person showing, by demonstrating that, hey man, this is what's really important. This is real life. See, that means more to Krishna than anything. And Krishna had all kinds of devotees. Some were beggars, some were rich, some were poor, but they were happy in devotional service. They knew this is the real life. Whatever situation they were in, they realized, this is the blessing of the Lord because it's given me the openness and the opportunity to be with the devotees and with the Lord. And this is just natural for devotees to think like that. So, this confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. There's things that the Lord has made it more easy. If you're just this knowledge camp, you don't have to be so austere. If you are just open to hearing and are non-envious, or you can even have a little envy, but you're open to hearing, that's all that's necessary. The Lord has made it even easy. Bhagavad Gita is 5,000 years old. Lord Chaitanya's, his mercy is 550 years. If you will just, the Lord ain't looking, are you austere? Are you perfect? That's what they've been teaching in Vaishnavism. You have to be perfect first. First deserve, then desire. No, this is the opposite. First desire, and then the deserving grace that you don't deserve will come upon you. Okay? And it'll dismantle your false ego, thinking you got to be something special, or you got to be the worthy one, and bamboozle the unworthy ones. Okay? Because you're the worthy one, and then you got all these unworthy followers. It's just a dance, a game, an illusion. Yeah, that's why Karuna, that's why you're going to stew and shit, because
You can move to Florida.
Yeah. No, it's just, he's just, this mentality is just garbage, man, just a garbage-like mentality. So uninspiring. You should, anyway, you just are what you are, man. Just garbage mentality. Yeah, it's good. You just go out there in the cold and stew a while, and maybe that's the purification you need, because that's the way you're thinking, so selfish, self-centered, jealous, envious, all that stuff. Yeah, sit in the cold there and stew in that for a while until you get purified. That's why the Lord, puts people in Maya. People, they just like that. Hardened criminals with a criminal mentality, and they need that. That's why, yeah, and you wonder why. So that's the purification. You get the sauce, you get the stick from the devotees. The Lord uses them. So because that's what you need, obviously. It's just like everybody is in jail here, and the one saying, yeah, I want to come out of jail. Tuka saying, I want to come out of jail. I want to come out of jail, and I'm coming out of jail. Yes, it's so great, man. I'm reaching out. See, and the cell opens. But those hardened criminals, with a criminal mentality, jealous and envious and all that stuff, well, okay. Well, that's the purification. You get what you need here. Whatever that is. Yeah, I ain't gonna send you a dime there, Karuna. Not even a cent. That's good. That's the mercy for you. People think, oh, it's like Lord Chaitanya. This leper comes to him. Oh, he finally, he got leprosy after he was, like a miserable wretch towards the devotees and all that stuff, like Karuna, just telling Lalita Ganga, all these horrible things and saying these things and to devotees like this and always, doing shit like that. Well, that was this guy. Listen closely there, Karuna. And he comes to Lord Chaitanya and says, "Oh, I heard, he's got leprosy because of his attitude, like this. Oh Lord, please save me. Please save me. Give me mercy. Give me money. Give me." And he says, "I shall not deliver you. These worms they're gonna bite you even into your next lifetime. This is just the beginning of your sorrows." See? He says, you said some unmentionable things to the devotees. That's why you're in such a shitty situation. Why do you think Karuna's in this shitty situation? Why is he losing his job? It's a shitty mentality, shit consciousness, man. And I'm just telling them what Lord Chaitanya told the leper. He said, "You said some unmentionable things to Srivas. You should go apologize. If you want any mercy, you're going to get it through him." I say the same. Karuna, you should be apologizing to every devotee here and beg for their mercy. Otherwise, you're going to be more miserable. You're going to be penniless. You're going to be in the cold. You're going to be out there. And that's going to be Krishna's mercy to you until your attitude changes. Otherwise, what can be done? You see, hasn't 4 years, not changing, man. But this is how you change. The Lord set this up, man. This is the mercy for you. People may not understand this. Well, that's the way it goes. But this is the way it was, and this is the way it is now. This is the way some people get purified, the way, they need. And that leper became a real devotee from that chastisement, just like Karuna. You'll become a real devotee from this. Because somehow or other it'll sink in. You want mercy there? You want money? You want all these things? Well, you got to go and you got to get the mercy of these great devotees in this Sangha. Go and apologize to every one of them. Go and kiss their feet, man, sincerely. And until that comes to your heart, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to be in doubt. You're going to be suffering. But that's the purification. That's the way for you. Yeah, it's just like, impress the devotees. So whatever it takes for you to become sincere, So anyway, eventually that devotee, Gopal Champa, became a pure devotee because he was purified by the suffering. So if anybody's suffering there and they wonder why, anyway, these things happen. Even a devotee that, there've been saints who suffered, and they were, oh, well, they suffered, but they were saints, they had the right, the attitude, Okay, anyway, that's that. So we dealt with Karuna there a little bit. This seems hard, like it seemed harsh, Lord Chaitanya acting like that. But they don't know, people don't know what is mercy. They think mercy is you got to get a wolf in sheep's clothing, like in these groups. They know. They say, well, the scriptures say devotees always humble, and so they're like these wolves ready to gobble you up, man. You'd come and listen to me. It's all bullshit, man. Devotees, they preach the truth. They preach whatever is going to purify the person, the right means. Sometimes you notice Krishna, he has the club behind him and the lotus flower and the Sudarshan chakra. See, cuts off the ignorance, the head, the talking heads, cuts off their ignorance, by the truth. Clubbing the stubbornness out of people, the ignorance also. And the lotus flower, comes for the devotees, the good news. Yeah, I am having a good day, man. It's a good day. You want to have a good day too? Well, then just listen to what has been said. There's no reason. Why should you lose your job? You have a great job, great relationship, you're married, all these things, all because of the attitude. You have great relationships potential with devotees, but because of these contaminations and something inside you doesn't want to change, very stubborn, you got to get the club. So what are you going to do? What is Krishna? He wants to help you. He's going to help you by whatever means is appropriate. Yeah. See, I mean, look at the difference in the attitude. Kuka comes on and says, "Well, I left this because it was getting away, because I wanted to listen to. I wanted the association of these Sangha members. What is more pleasing than somebody else coming on and saying, what about me? I'm going out in the cold and everything. But why are you in it? See that there's a difference between Tuka's attitude of going into the cold because he wants more association with Sadhu Sangha. He wants to hear more. He appreciates. He's respectful of devotees. But what's the difference between Karuna? He's being forced out into the cold because of the attitude and the way he is. See, different. So there's a different response, but it's absolute because everybody gets what they need. That's the thing. How can someone be so mean and hurtful and still think they deserve to have nice things? Exactly. So there you go, Karuna. That's the truth coming from the mouths of the devotees will be your saving grace. Working every day and let's see here. Oops. And from the person they hurtful and disrespectful. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so and then Shama Sundari says, I was vomiting 2 years with guilty. 2 years with guilty, working every day, biking hours to create time in future for service. And this guy shitting over here all over. I'm sure even now he doesn't treat your words seriously. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. This is all mercy. This is coming from the devotees. This is getting the mercy of the devotees. Getting the mercy of the devotees sometimes is the stick. Sometimes, it's just different, but it's all absolute, man. You'll see, he'll benefit from the whole thing here. Okay. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there anyone ever be more dear to me. Yeah. See, explain this. That's why I say that I feel so privileged. See? And the only way, see, Krishna is speaking, this is how it works, man. There's one no more dear to me. If Krishna is dear to you, you're dear to him. He just reciprocates. That's the pastime. This is the personal incarnation of the Lord. Very few people realize that. The Lord showed me his unlimited aspect, but it wasn't like this personal. You dip into this personal relationship. See, and you feel how close you are to the Lord, and the Lord says, "Wow, He wants to have this with everybody. This is what he's revealing in Kali Yuga. This closeness, it's fabulous. Yeah. No one more dear to me. Can you see? The Lord is saying that, but that'll be your experience. You'll realize, yeah, well, that's what you're experiencing. I'm also experiencing that. There's no one more dear to me than you. You're the only worshipable deity. Love of Krishna is everything. Everything comes from you, Lord. You're the source of all, everything. Loving you is loving the world. See, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You become one of those only begotten sons. No one more dear. He's talking to you personally. This is the kind of devotees you get here, developing here. The Lord's talking person, no one more dear to me. And you start shedding tears because you're one of those. You're the one, man. Lord wants to make many Neos, but not just Neo and Trinities together. See, Radha and Krishna living inside you, the life of us, the life of devotees. Mm. And I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me with his intelligence. See, his intelligence. Yeah. See, because this is it. His intelligence becomes our intelligence. This is what people don't know. How do you get over the false ego? Get into the intelligence of the Lord, get into the truth of the Lord. But what is that? It comes from the real devotees who are in that, man. They're communing with God, purified. You want to get over false ego, you have false misconceptions of who you are, you just get into the Lord's. That's called surrender, man. I love being in the intelligence of the Lord, his intelligence. It's like these people, this Carolina, she's, oh, I have my opinion. All this is pride, man. I have Krishna's opinion. That's my life and soul. I have Radha's opinion. Radha's opinion is this devotional love is so beautiful. She loves devotion. She's the personification. That's who gets her attention, you know? Gets Krishna's attention. You want to be absorbed in their love for each other. And that's my happiness, is to be a maidservant. Serve their happiness is my happiness. Now that's a devotee. That's the Lord wants to give that to you also and everybody. To be a demonstration in this life of what it is to be a maidservant, not just a talker, blah, 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 blah. Where you people can see this person is a maidservant. Look, Radha and Krishna dancing on the stage of their heart. Yeah? It's not just a blah, 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 but no dance. Where's the dance, man? This is the dance. It's so powerful, man. I got to hold it back. What kind of dance is that, man? Dancing is expression, right, Dukkha? It's an expression. You see some action, man. But let us, Roddy. I can't show you. There's just going to be a bunch of talk about Roddy. That's a Gaudiya Samiti. Still, that's their line. Radha and Krishna, they're all on the intimate. What kind of expression, what kind of dance of Vrindavan is that? It's time for something more than that. Let's get this dance going, man. Let's see it on the stage of the world. Let's see it in expression. Let's see what Lord Caitanya, how he danced, man. Let's see that again. That's revival. Let's have that revived. See? Revived. Then we got the same thing. We got love of God being distributed again. Hey, I hope your shoulder is doing all right there. Okay. And I declare that he's, okay. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions. See, and anyway, whatever, this is what people may need, the purification to get to that point, because that's when it becomes the gravy train. See, when you listen without, you attain automatically, and you. This is 5,000 years ago. You come and listen here. You're going out of this universe, man. You're going into Vrindavan. You're going to listen here. It ain't going to just be a Bhagavad Gita message and you attain the heavenly planets where the pious dwell. You're going beyond piety, man. You're going to pure devotional service in Vrindavan. This kind of listening. See? This is why, you know, this is a little more austere. You see, everything got to be more qualified. That's what they preach Bhagavad Gita now, right? We preach the purport of Bhagavad Gita through looking through the lens of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Yeah, you listen here, you're attaining Vrindavan, not just some pious planet in heaven, which was given then. Yeah, we preaching the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which gives you Vrindavan. Outside of this whole shebang of the material universe. See, this is, you follow this pattern. And so if you're not there, then you get like what you see with Karuna. You get the dunda, the smack. But that will get you to the point when you get purified of that envy and jealousies and all that. And then you can taste the nectar that Tuka has. Look at this situation there. He's out there in the woods. He got in some bad association and gave him a hard time, problems with stuff and drugs and stuff like that. But he's still listening because he knows this is life. Okay? So devotee, whatever situation is, they listen with faith. And with that, they can take part in this nectar. You realize, wow, this is the real grace. Hey, Gabriel, I noticed you gave me a friend request. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel, for coming along. Yeah.
I was thinking about you, Gabriel, just earlier.
Yeah. See, they come from the Gaudiya Maharaj. I wonder how that guy's doing over there. Have you heard any news? How is that Gaudi doing over there? I haven't heard anything. Nobody knows. Yeah, door's open. Why not, man? Okay. So one who listens with faith and without envy. So if anybody is connected here, even by envy, you get purified. That's why you maybe get a few smacks here and there. But it'll get you ready for this. And I declare, those studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me by his intelligence. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free of sinful reactions and attains to the... Okay, yeah. You notice, Jesus said, whoever believes in me will be free of all sins. Okay? So believing in the devotee means basically, practically believing in their word, because they are their word. See, believing in their word, it purifies you of sinful reactions, because what is their word? It's all conclusive truth. That's Krishna. They just deliver you Krishna as he is, and that's what purifies. That's what gets you ready for direct relationship with the Lord. Okay? The Lord directly deals with you by being purified by the word. See, you are clean by the word spoken to you, Jesus said, right? That's the bona fide guru. You're cleansed by that, and then you get into the same kind of relationship that they have. You are born of the word to become sons and daughters of God, or actually friends of the Lord, intimate friends. This is what devotees need to know. If you want to be a real devotee, you got to come and get that kind of shiksha until you're like that. And then you'll have all the right realizations. See, they'll be right, not wrong, not speculations. They'll be as it is, because the Lord will be using you because of your intimacy with God now. You talk to Miles and Chintanami. Okay, they're still there. Okay. See, that's another example. This is going on here. If that was better and more, I would be over there. I mean, I would, somehow we would connect it. But this is where devotees, why wouldn't you want to see? I find this with ISKCON devotees. There's some obstacle. They can't see that this is what Prabhupada would love them to get into, really. This is very rare. Why wouldn't anybody come here? You don't see any of us going over there. I don't see them coming over here because there's an obstacle. That's all. It's from on their side. Here we have all these ecstatic devotees here. Govinda too could have a nice room and aroused it all. Waste of space. Yeah. Yeah, this is powerful here. It's wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Arjuna said, Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I've regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instructions. Oh, the connection was lost. Okay, we'll add you again. There we go. There you are. Yeah. See, there you go. See, when you listen from the devotee that is empowered by the true Lord, these are its style. See, my memory is regained. See, you know, this is it. This is the truth. This is reality. See, your strength is regained. Your strength is from spirit. What do you think Jesus knew? He realized my strength comes from spirit, from communing with the Lord. That's what he shared with the world by listening to Jesus, but to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya felt the same way. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. What is the meaning? Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Chaitanya means the life force. See, Lord Chaitanya's life force was Sri Krishna. Okay? Radha and Krishna was his life force. See, Satchidananda. That's what you got to see. Satchidananda in this world, that's the devotee. Their life force is Radha and Krishna. That ecstatic, eternal bliss and knowledge. Clear knowledge, clean knowledge, ecstatic knowledge. So much clarity, Maya just dissipates. See, your memory comes back. See, devotee, this is true memory. We've forgotten who we are. We don't know who we are. My memory is back, Arjuna said. Your memory is coming back. Yes, my memory's back. My Lord. You're my Lord. I'm your devotee. That's your memory. That's who you are. And that's an eternal. See, the memories of the world go and come, right? Because they're temporary. They're to do with your conditioning in this world. But here, you listen to the devotees, your memory of who you really are, that will come back and you'll know forever who you are. You'll never forget that. Why would you? It's so great to remember who you are. This memory is so strong, so eternal, that why would I want to go back and remember that I was this bozo in this world? I was the Queen of Sheba. You see, people want to, let me bring back that memory. And it's all a speculation. I was the Queen of Sheba in another lifetime. So what? It's not who you are. The Queen of Sheba. I was Julius Caesar. So friggin' what? I was Socrates. So what? What memory? That's still, they didn't know who they were until memories revived by associated with a real devotee, man, who uncovers the essence of who you are, and that's spirit. I'm a servant of the Lord forever. See, now that's impressive. Find somebody like that, you'll be eternal. I'm eternally in debt to you, man. You've uncovered my memory of who I really am. Socrates didn't do that. Give you a little knowledge about this and this and this. Where's your memory of you being a devotee of the Supreme Lord? Plato, all of these guys, Einstein, get all this knowledge about the world. So what? That's, you got to meet somebody like a Jesus Christ, like a Lord Chaitanya. They give you a memory about who you are as a spirit related to the Lord forever. That memory, the eternal memory. See, you think memory is temporary. People lose it. You get Alzheimer's, right? You lose the memory, right, Tuka? All of a sudden, You can't remember who you are. You ever see these? I saw these movies. The person gets Alzheimer's and they had a relationship with somebody for 40 years and they forget who they are. Who are you? Get away from me. This is Krishna showing you. This is, you spend your 40 years bonding with some other person and you think it's going to be forever. And then in the old age, they forget who you even are. What is the teaching there? You come here, you're going to get your memory back, man, that you're a devotee of the Lord forever. Why would you ever forget? Lord, I won't let you forget. He's so attractive. He's the all attractive one, and you know that. The Lord won't let me forget. Sometimes I think I'm going to forget, and I can't. He's blocking my way everywhere. I look here and there. The movies even remind me of him now. The songs, all the karmi songs, they call them karmi things. It's all Krishna to me now. Everything. I look at Bitcoin to get away from Krishna, and he's in that. I look at the dollars, and he's in that. He's the money. I realize, Krishna, you're the money. Everything reminds me of the Lord. Oh, you're the Bitcoin. You're the store of wealth. You're this. You're that. The movie says, oh, it's all about you. You want to be like that? See, the Lord won't let you forget. He's blocking your way. Like Radharani. She's everywhere. I try to get away from him, and he's blocking my way everywhere. She's happy about that, too, by the way, even though she acts differently. So anyway. So give us a word, Tuka.
Yeah, I just woke up at 5:30 to hear your broadcast, and I'm just absorbing it in.
What do you get from all this here? What is
your sangha?
Yeah, well, whatever. Hearing the broadcast.
Well, it does clarify misconceptions that trouble me, that have been making me imbalanced over the years after getting trained up in ISKCON and growing up in the world with the Bible and Christianity. And what I've been talking about lately is, like, with you, this is the first time in my life that for me, this is, well, I've been normalized a lot. Like, even though I'm still very unusual, I'm not fanatical like I used to be. I can do things in moderation, but mostly, like, my preaching is amped up. That's really when I get, like, the life energy going through me, is when I'm preaching, and I do best whenever I'm glorifying you and talking about my realizations in accordance with the Sangha, and yeah, that's all I got for right now.
No, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah. Lolita, give us a word.
I'm happy to see Tukavek and Gabriel, that I always had nice contact with him.
Yeah.
And Lance.
And it's great. It's great
Yeah.
coming back.
So he found the real path back. Yeah. Really
Yeah.
good. Great.
Yeah. That's great. That's really good. So I think we'll take a break. I'm using my cell phone for the thing now, and it's good to take a little break because of voice.
Of course, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to talk for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's for there, Gabriel. Is see, when you're in the real place, it should have that effect, like the book says, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is just Bhagavat, and all that's troublesome to the heart. See, the relief comes, and then more ecstatic love. You get more clear. This is how it works. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you soon.